Okay, we have Angel here, and Angel's going home tomorrow. She is doing fantastic. I couldn't be happier. This is kind of her little final exam. Heel. Good girl. Sit. Good. Heel. And we're just kind of going through the motions here with Angel. These leash manners she has now are fantastic. Oh, heel. Good. Go around here. Good. Yes. Yes. Very good, Angel. Very good. Place. Sit. Good. Heel. Down. Yes. Heel. Good. So just a quick little look at Angel. See if you want some water. You want some water there? No? All right. Heel. Good. Now one thing when you're walking a dog, I see a lot of people already, just if you're anticipating problems and you're tense, you're going to have them. So when I see people doing this number with a leash and doing this with constant tension on that leash, look at her. Look how different her body language is. With her ears back, she's tense. She's kind of pulling her nose down. She's looking. She's kind of pulling to the side. Now, if I just relax and give her some slack, good girl. Much more relaxed. Now, when I get them to this point, I prefer you not to even look at the dog. Just walk like the dog's not even there. And I tell people to pretend you're fishing. If you have a fishing pole in your hand and it's nighttime or whatever, and you're just feeling for that fishing line, you're feeling for that little twitch. So I don't need to look at her because I can tell by the tension on the leash, by the way the leash feels, if she's doing something she's not supposed to. And if she is, it's a very simple, just little wrist flick. You don't need to strong arm them or anything like this. They just need to have little reminders, subtle, easy reminders that they're out of position. If they start pulling or getting more out of position, I change my direction and I walk this way. Change directions on them, keep them guessing. Good girl. Place. Yes. Heel. And then once you get them like this, to where you're just have the leash basically just draped across you, just for no other reason than there's leash laws, then the off-leash heeling is pretty much, right there. But I like to do this for quite a while still, and it makes it easier for them to understand, gives them a good judgment of distance away from you that you want them to be. So you're not constantly correcting them or constantly calling them to heel or constantly calling their name when they're off leash. The more you do something with a dog, the more muscle memory they're going to develop and the more it's going to come naturally to them. Yes. Heel. When Angel came to me, she could not walk on a leash hardly. She was all over the place. They brought her on a flexi lead, which I don't like for teaching big dogs how to walk on a leash. They're too strong, they're too fast, they're too much energy. Little tiny puppies, flexi leads work great because it has a little bit of tension and the leash isn't constantly getting tangled up under their feet and distracting them. But for big dogs, I want to have good control. I want a 6-foot leather leash in my hand, so if they do pull, it's not giving me rope burn. And then the other thing about leather is it's got a little bit of a stretch to it. So it's just all in all just a better product than your nylon leads at PetSmart or Petco. And they're really not any more expensive. I get nice leather leashes off of Amazon for 20 bucks, 25 bucks at tops. And they feel a lot better in your hand, and I think they're easier to work with. They don't get tangled up. They're not getting tangled up in knots and that kind of stuff. And if you take care of them, they'll last forever. So all this time we've been walking with Angel here, and she's doing great. Nice and calm. I haven't had to give her any corrections. Down. Heel. Good girl. Sit. Good. Down. So this is what it should look like when a dog understands the walk. When they understand what you're doing. Because I preach this time and time again. When you get a new dog and you want to take him for a walk, you can't do that. You can't just go to PetSmart, grab a collar or a leash, and say, all right, buddy, let's go for a walk, Spunky, and expect the walk to go good, because they don't have a clue what you want. I don't care how many times you jerk on that leash or, get mad, get frustrated, scream at them, all that. It doesn't help. The way you teach a dog to walk on a leash is in a place like this, in your garage, in your house, in your driveway, with very low distractions, and go small back and forth. Let them understand what that leash pressure means. See how she gets up as soon as she even feels the slightest little bit of leash pressure on her collar. I didn't have to pull her up. I didn't have to call her name, anything. She just understands what this leash pressure means. And when she's doing very good like this, there is zero leash pressure on her neck at all. This thing it's draped across my thumb. It's as relaxed as it could possibly be. Now, if I want her to sit and she's not sitting, I might feed this leash up through my hand and give it a little bit of upward. She's set, the pressure goes away. I want to walk, a little sweeping motion with my hand, and we go. And this is the number one thing you can do to build that bond with your dog, build the trust, get them to look at you as something other than just somebody that yells at them and gives them food. Once you get your dog going on a good, solid walk, and you can walk anywhere, and you don't have to worry about him yanking or tripping you or chasing things, that's when it all comes together. So there's a little look at Angel. She's doing fantastic. And she goes home tomorrow. Good girl. Good girl, baby. Good girl. Very nice. Very nice. All right, guys. We'll see you later. I'm going to do a video with Henry here, and then we'll see you tomorrow. All right, toodles.